Hey guys, Fierce Spartans, and guess what? There are no perks in Call of Duty World War II. Well, at least sort of. We're going to be talking about the new division slash created class system in Call of Duty World War II in today's video. And basically, the first thing you need to know about this new system is that there are three basic elements to it: division skills, division training, and basic training. Now, division skills and division training are based on your weapon. So assault rifles have a certain type of division skills and division training they can use. Submachine guns have their own division skills and division training they can use. And this is kind of to make sure that you don't have like perks that are only useful on a certain type of class. So there have been perks in Call of Duty that make you like have increased hold breath, and that's only for snipers, but you could still use it on like a submachine gun or an assault rifle, but it wouldn't do anything. So this kind of removes the fact of having pointless perks on certain classes. That's basically what this system does. So basically, first, division skills are almost like physical things that you can use on to your class. For instance, there's a bayonet you can add onto assault rifles, and this can give you a bayonet charge. For submachine guns, you can have a suppressor that you can attach and detach at any time. For LMGs, there's a bipod that you can place your LMG on to almost any surface. Sharpshooter for snipers, that allows you, when you start to hold your breath, the scope goes black and like old school, but if not, it'll still have the dual rendered scope that we've seen, like that was first introduced in Call of Duty Ghost. And then I know shotguns, they have the incendiary shells, kind of like the dragon's breath stuff. That didn't really look too good in the gameplay we've seen, but maybe there's a time and place for it to be used. Next is division training, and this is kind of a combination of like perks and wild cards from past Call of Duties. So for assault rifles, you have like extra attachments. For submachine guns, you can like run faster, because when you're using a submachine gun, you're going to be wanting to run and gun. So division training allows you to be able to run faster and utilize your submachine gun to its fullest. Next is basic training, and this is basically perks, but each basic training, they have multiple perks almost. So it's kind of like having pro perks from like Modern Warfare 2 or something. And so that will be kind of interesting to see how well this balances in the full game. But let's start listing these off. So the first one is Phantom, and this is quieter movement, take no fall damage, and invisible to enemy recon aircraft while moving. So this one already sounds like one of the most OP ones, especially for like public matches. You can run. Well, it says quieter movement, so maybe not. It might not be fully silent, but silent footsteps, and you're immune to UAV. Like you're not going to pop up on the radar. That sounds pretty deadly, and especially like if you add a suppressor to your gun, like you're going to be completely off the map. So that already sounds like one of the best ones. Next is Smoked, and this is an extra piece of lethal equipment, and Smoke Grenade as tactical equipment. Now this is going to be really useful in the new War Game mode. Being able to use smokes are going to be so important in that game mode, and being able to have an extra lethal will be very important as well. The next is Loaded. This is extra magazines and reload weapons faster. So this is kind of like sleight of hand, and you also get extra in Scavenger Pro or something like that. The next is Scoped, and this is move faster while aiming down sights. So this is the stock attachment, and then you also get an extra attachment on your primary. So this also sounds like another good one. So far we've got two good ones, Phantom and Scoped. This is going to be really useful on any assault rifle class. The next is Ordnance, and this is score streaks cost less, and you can re-roll care packages. So this is Hardline and Hardline Pro, basically. Next is Duelist, and this is the only thing it has so far right now at this current moment is 2 attachments on secondary weapon, and I assume we'll get more for the beta. This is just for the E3 build, but just for the E3 build, there's 2 attachments on a secondary weapon, which is kind of pointless. But I'm sure there will be some people, using special create class combos in the game. Next is Steady, and this is immune to shell shock and tactical equipment and sprint for longer distances. So this is like Tac Mask and Marathon combined, I guess. And so that would be pretty good for anyone who's trying to rush and just get to places and not have to worry about people throwing their tacticals. Next is Hunter, and this reveals enemy equipment, take less explosive damage. This is like Hacker or something. And then also Flak Jacket with the take less explosive damage. So that'll be also useful in a war mode. Next up is Undercover, and this is kill without revealing enemy death locations. If you remember the perk, I think it was Ping in Call of Duty Ghost. That's what that let you do. No, Ping let you show it who's around the person you killed. There's another one that didn't show. I forget what it was, but I think this was already in Call of Duty Ghost. And then the next one under Undercover is no name or reticle color when targeted. So that's cold-blooded right there. Next is Forage. Swap weapons faster, throw equipment faster, and resupply ammo and equipment from dead bodies. So this is a combination of Fast Hands and Scavenger. So guys, that's all the basic training. So basically, you get to pick one of those systems. You can choose, Phantom or Loaded. Those are going to be the 2 most used. I already know. Well, not Loaded. I meant Scoped. Phantom and Scoped, I think, are going to be the 2 most used, especially in public matches. Maybe in competitive, they might use something else. But I think Scoped would be used a lot in competitive too. So that's all for this video. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll see you on my next video.